Ayan, hello. Welcome sa last physics session natin for the program. Today, we're going to answer yung problem sets natin on work and energy and simple harmonic motion. I hope naalala nyo pa yon. And I believe yun yung pinakamadali natin discuss over the set of the program, no? So I'm just going to do a short recap. Then this is what we're going to do. May dalawang problem set ako. We're going to take each one for 2 hours only. Tapos let's see, no? Parang simulation rin to of, let's say, an exam sa PSI, long test, ganun, no? After this, I'm going to give you 30 or 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes to answer work and energy. Then I'll discuss everything in 15 minutes. Tapos, yung simple harmonic motion naman, no? Okay, sige, game. Let's go. Cumulative problem set discussion. So, this is what we call this. And also, kung may nagsagot man, thank you for answering, no? Okay. Work and energy, simple harmonic motion. Work and energy, problem set discussion for work. Work is a scalar quantity defined to be the product of force and displacement. Unit is joules, no? Hindi lang basta product, kundi lang basta siya product, kundi force parallel to the displacement, no? How much energy is transferred into an object when this object is moved over a distance, diba? Naalala niyo yun? One of the first things I've ever told you over the past few months. Okay? Next. When a force acts upon an object while it is moving, work is said to have been done upon the object by that force. So, ano kaya kapag di gumagalaw? No, that is my question to you. So, work is the product of the magnitude of the displacement times the component of the force parallel to the displacement. Sabi ko nga, no? And for energy is a scalar quantity. The ability to do work. It exists in many forms. Unit is joules. Translational kinetic energy in motion, KE equals 1/2 mv squared. No? Delta KE is equal to the work done to an object to change its energy, which is equal to 1/2 mv2 squared minus 1/2 mv1 squared. And potential energy naman is the energy associated to the position or configuration of the object if relative to the surroundings. Or in other words, stored energy due to its position. Tulad ng gravitational potential energy. Stored energy because of its position relative to Earth. Potential energy equals mgh, no? Mechanical energy is defined as the sum of the kinetic and potential energies in the system. E equals Ke plus Pe. Energy cannot be destroyed or created, but it is only transferred from one form to another. Therefore, constant. As long as walang dissipative forces, no? You'll do that later in the problem set. Next, for simple harmonic motion, oscillations are the vibrations back and forth. For simple harmonic motion naman, ito lang yan, no? Restoring force on the moving object is opposite of the displacement vector and is directly proportional. Next, acceleration is opposite and directly proportional to the object's displacement vector. So, parating uniform coil spring. Hindi siya nagsistretch, uniform lang siya, no? F equals negative kx, that is our restoring force or Hooke's law, where k is called the spring stiffness constant and x is the distance of the object from equilibrium. And elastic potential energy is defined as 1/2 kx squared. Yung total mechanical energy sa isang spring can be obtained from the amplitude, no? 1/2 Ka squared. Conservation still applies. Di ko nadadaanan to. Basta alam natin, katulad na ginagawa natin for the past few times, amplitude, greatest possible distance, period, time to complete one cycle, frequency, number of complete cycles per second, equilibrium distance, the spring at its natural state, no? Some formulas. Max velocity equals a squared of k over m. velocity of an object at point x, v max square root of 1 minus x squared over a squared. Again, you can derive all these formulas from conservation, so di nyo sila kailangan i-memorize, okay? Then, syempre, max acceleration, force over mass. Kasi MA, di ba? Okay? Then, SHM is a periodic motion. Period is 2 pi square root of m over k. Frequency is 1 over 2 pi square root of k over m. Simple pendulum, small object suspended from a massless and non-stretchable cord. It represents simple harmonic motion at small angles. No? This is a GIF of how it works. Restoring force is tangent to the displacement, negative mg sine theta, pero by small angle approximation, we can disregard yung sine theta, no? Thus, we can derive the following quantities, no? And remember, K equals mg over L. And by conservation of energy, we have derived this one, okay? Yan lang. Okay, that's all. Maraming salamat. Ngayon, let's start our problem set discussion. Let's have a simulation. Okay, ito yung dalawang problem set natin. Yung isa dyan for simple harmonic motion, yung isa dyan for work and energy, okay? Yung mga tapos na sa work and energy, go and do yung simple harmonic motion. I'm going to give you 30 to 45 minutes to accomplish all of this, no? And then I'll discuss the work and energy for 15 minutes, tapos simple harmonic motion in the next hour, okay? 30 to 45 minutes. Please, if may tanong kayo, feel free to ask me. Yun lang. Go. Time starts now. I'll be back ng 1:45, okay? Pero I'm still here, okay? Message nyo lang ako. Guys, pag may tanong kayo, please PM me, ha? Wag sa Google Meet. PM nyo lang ako, okay? So, I'll take my earphones off. But I'm still here, okay? Ayan. Okay. Sige, go lang. If meron kayo gustong pa-check or gustong tanong, feel free. You have, um, ilang minutes na lang ba? Ang dami pang time. Okay, we'll check by 20 minutes. We'll check by 1:50 p.m. Okay? Tapos na. Sige. Check ko yan, move, tapos go on. You can proceed with simple harmonic motion. Okay? Thanks very much for submitting. And good job. It's pretty fast, no? You did it in 25 minutes. Wow. E, A, C, E, B, E. Sayang. C, C. Okay. I'm going to give the score. I'm going to mark the points, no? Okay. Wow. Number 2, 7.7, 3.2, 356. Oo nga. Okay. Um, Sige guys, may correction pala ako. Hindi ko rin na-realize, no? Um, letter C, number 2, letter C. How much kinetic energy did it gain over the interval? Pasensya na, di ko rin napansin yun. Okay? How much kinetic energy did it gain over the interval t equals 2 to t equals 6? Thank you. Yun lang. Okay, oo nga. Oo nga mo, tama. Pero sige, I'll mark you correct for that. Sayang. Mo. Padala mo nga sa akin, ano yung, ano yung formula mo for 4B? I'm just interested. 4B. 10 minutes sa iba? Nyek. um, eh, teka, 225 minus 7. Ah, square root of 2D over A. Hindi mo. No. May times A dapat dun sa V1 and V2. Basta mali. May mali sa ginawa mo. Okay, I just can see. Pero may mali doon. Okay, may mali doon. Sige, it's fine. I'm going to give you your score in a minute. So, kung long test sa Pisay, 5, 5, 10, 10, 20, 30. No? Okay, sige. Five, 20, 5, 5, 10, 20, 27. It's like 36 over 40. 27 over 30. May 28 na. Minor error lang. Ay, hindi eh. 27. Okay, sige. Mo, ano ka na? Simple Harmonic Motion. 5 minutes sa iba? If may papacheck kayo sa akin, you can start sending us now. Sending me now. Yung deadline for sending answers is 1:47, 2 minutes. Okay? Sige, I will check. Sige, can proceed with simple harmonic motion. I'll give myself a few minutes to check. Sige, habang nag-check ako, you can proceed to simple harmonic motion na yun, diba? I'll just continue checking while, ha? Ay, sa number 1 ng simple harmonic motion, tatlo yung sagot. Okay? Tatlo yung sagot. Sa number 1 ng simple harmonic motion, tatlo yung sagot. Sige, in 2 minutes, I'll discuss yung work and energy. Sige, 1 minute, I'll discuss. Okay, time to discuss. If may habol pa ng sagot, please tell me na lang, okay? Sige, game. I won't be using the whiteboard that much, ha? Number 1. Work on energy. Concept check. Number 1. Okay. A car accelerates from rest to, sige na, I'll use the board. A car accelerates from rest to 30 kilometers per hour. Isa naman, 30 to 60. Which takes more energy, going from 0 to 30 or 30 to 60? Let's check yung change in kinetic energy. Diba? Kasi, that's it. KE1, 1/2 times 30 squared minus 0, 900, no? Times M. Yung isa, KE2, hindi ko na kinvert yung unit, no? So, hindi naman kailangan. 60 squared minus 30 squared M equals 2,700 M over 2. So, dapat number 1, letter B. Okay? Sige, next, number 2. Which statement is not true regarding the energy of the ball? Dapat constant lahat, no? Constant yung sum ng energy. So, ang pinaka-obvious sa sagot dito is letter A, no? Kasi as an object reaches a higher height, PE equals mgh, gravitational potential energy. So, lumalaki yung energy, potential energy. So, dapat nag-i-increase yung potential energy as the ball is going up. Okay? Next, number 3. If the speed of the car is doubled, by what factor is it affected? Times 4, di ba? So, 4 KE1. Number 3 is letter C. Okay? Sige, next. Number 4. A ball is thrown straight up. At what point does the ball have the most energy? Pareho lang kahit saan. Okay? Kasi, by conservation of energy, dahil wala namang air resistance na asulat dyan, the energy of the ball is the same at all points. Okay? Sige, number 5. You push very hard on the desk trying to move it. You do work on the desk only when it is moving. Kasi, yun lang yung may sagot sa work equals force times distance. Di ba? Okay. Next. Number 6. 2 balls are thrown off the building with the same speed. Take note, sinabi same speed. Same speed. One straight up and one at a 45-degree angle. Which statement is true if air resistance can be ignored? Okay guys, di ba? Pag same height yung pinanggalingan ng mga projectile mo or yung mga same height, no? Pag same height sila na pinanggalingan, tapos ano pa ba? There's no air resistance, same speed pa. By conservation of energy, dapat di ba 1/2 mv squared equals mgh. H equals v squared over 2g. Ito pareho yan for both cases. Yung time, hindi. Kasi mas mahaba yung tinravel ni 45 degrees. Yan siya horizontal component eh. So, mas matagal yon, okay? Mas matagal yon. Pero at the ground, same speed sila. Kasi they started at the same speed. Okay, number 7. As the block moves up the incline, letter C, no? Its potential energy increases and its kinetic energy remains the same. Bakit? Una-una, constant velocity, di ba? Constant velocity. Constant velocity, di ba? So, KE equals 1/2 mv squared. Kaya lang, habang all the time, no? Habang tumataas yung height, no? So, nag-increase yung potential energy. Letter C, number 7. Number 8, you push a heavy crate down the ramp. Okay? Ito nakakalito talaga to. Marami sa inyo mali dito eh. Only 4 forces act on the crate. Which force does the magnitude of work on the crate? Greatest magnitude. Okay, let's examine yung mga force, guys, ha. Look, free body diagram. Ang tempting na sagot, force of you pushing. Pero let's see. Free body diagram. Mali. Gravity. Sige. Ganyan na nga lang. N, normal force. Pushing. Tapos, friction, no? Kaya lang, let's draw a better one. Actually, di ba, ang free body diagram nito, ganito. Di ba, ganyan? G, N, F, P. Okay. Let's look at the x component, no? Let's look at the x component. Plus G sine theta. Yun. Kasi, ang net force ay 0, di ba? Kasi, constant acceleration. Ay, sorry, no acceleration, no? Fp plus G sine theta minus F equals 0. So, friction force equals this, no? Definitely, mas malaki siya sa pushing force, no? So, mas malaki yung component ng force, di ba? Work equals force times distance, di ba? Mas malaki yun sa friction. So, dapat letter A, okay? Next, number 9. Circular motion. Di ba? Paano nga ba gumagana yung circular motion? Ang force mo is towards the center. Tapos ang displacement mo is perpendicular, di ba? No work is done. Number 10. Ito, some energy, di ba, trampoline. I think you've seen this naman na sa math, di ba? Ganyan muna. Tapos, tsaka liliit ng sobra, no? Kasi energy is lost habang nagbabounce sa trampoline, okay? So, dapat letter C, no more than H. A little less lang, not that much, okay? Next, problem solving. Number 1. 85-gram arrow is fired over a distance of 75 cm. Work equals delta KE, which is equal to force times displacement. So, equals 105 times 0.75. 79 joules, no? Next, letter B. What is the speed of the arrows it leaves the bow? Conservation of energy. Work equals delta KE, 79 joules, equals 1/2 mKE. So, mv squared, no? Para naman siyang initial velocity. So, pwede na. Solving for V, this is 0.085. V equals to 43.0 meters per second. Okay, next. Number 2. Oh, review of physics 1. Yes, kasi baka kailangan nyo. VI equals, yes, VI equals 85. VF equals 160. T equals 0, T equals 10. What is the magnitude of its acceleration? VF equals VI plus 80. A equals VF minus VI over T. So we should get 7.7 meters per second squared. Next, letter B. VF squared equals VI squared plus 2AD. Or, pwede rin naman ito na lang, no? Sige na, ito na lang gagawin ko. Sige, VF at 6 seconds equals to 131.2 kasi VF equals VI plus 80. VF at 2 equals 100.4. VF equals VI plus 80. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, pero this is what I find it comfortable if. So, using this, distance equals VF squared minus VI squared over 2A. And using these values, V at 6 minus V at 2, you will get 463.2 meters. No? Next, letter C. How much kinetic energy did it gain over the interval? 1/2 mv squared minus 1/2 mv squared, di ba? So, 1/2 times m times v is 6 squared minus 1 half m times V2 squared. We will get 3.56 times 10 to the 7th joules. No? Yung makukuha ko. Okay? Sige. Next, number 3. Ito, incline daw. Teka lang ha. Draw a diagram representing the situation. No friction daw, no? No friction kasi smooth. Actually, hindi ko sinabi yun, no? Pero, sorry. Ano ko sabihin? Smooth yan, smooth. Actually, hindi pala smooth kasi may friction siya. No? Okay, next. There we go. Theta equals 22. V equals 4.5 meters per second, di ba? Letter B, how far up the inclined plane? Pag ganon, implied na slope, no? Yung distance na tinravel niya sa slope. So, let's get first yung height. Kaysa kinematics, ito na lang ginamit ko, di ba? Mas madali. Sabi ko sa inyo, malakas ang energy. Sabi ko sa inyo dati, di ba? H equals V squared over 2G, 4.5 squared over 19.6 equals to 2.76 meters up the edge. No? Okay, next. Letter C. How much time does it elapse before it reaches the starting point? Ako, ito lang ginawa ko. I don't know kung anong ginawa nyo. Look. Get the acceleration, di ba? Vf squared equals Vi squared plus 2AD. Along the plane yan, along the plane. A. Actually, makukuha nyo rin kasi G sin theta yata, no? Pwede rin yan. Check ko nga. Check ko lang kung pwede yan. Bawal pala. Okay. Kung cosine. Bawal din. Okay, never mind yung sinabi ko. A equals Vf squared minus Vi squared over 2D equals to negative 3.67 meters per second squared. Yung D natin dyan, yung Vf natin 0, yung Vi natin 4.5, no? Next, Vf equals Vi plus AT to get the time. T equals Vf minus Vi over A. 0 minus 4.5 over negative 3.67. So we will get 1.23 seconds times 2. 2.46 seconds. No? 2.46 seconds yung time. Ay, correction, no? Correction dito sa height. Makukuha ko muna dito is 1.03. Diba? 1.03. Tapos kukunin ko yung slope. Diba? H over sin theta. So, 1.03 over sin 22 equals 2.76, no? Yung distance at tinravel niya along the slope. Okay, last item, number 4, for kinematics. How much energy was dissipated by friction? So, kung titignan natin, ito yung situation. Diba? Pag ganon yung sa friction. Get work done by friction. Work equals force times distance equals mu k mg d equals 2.20 times 36 times 36 times 9.8 times 10 equals to 705.6. Next, what is the final speed of the crate? Use conservation of energy. Kahit may dissipative force. Di ba, kinuwento ko sa inyo yun? Work done equals kinetic energy plus friction, di ba? Work done by friction. Work done by friction. So, 1/2. Oh, kasi may constant force tayo eh. 225 times 21 equals 1/2 times 36 times initial velocity. Wala. Hinala natin yung final, di ba? Kasi starting from rest. Plus 705.6. Solve. V equals 14.9 meters per second. Yun. That is part 1. Before I move on, may tanong ba kayo sa work and energy? Wala naman. Gets naman yung problem set natin on work and energy. May message sa akin. Okay, let's see. Sige, that's good. Okay, let's proceed sa simple harmonic motion. I'm going to give you 30 minutes more. 30 minutes more. We'll check by 2:45, no? 2:45. Okay, may tanong ako sa inyo. Na-discuss ba sa inyo yung momentum? Nung nasa grade 9 kayo? Hindi. Momentum. Hindi pa yata, no? Tama ba? Ano ba? Hindi pala. Nako, sayang. O sige, skip. Skip nyo yung, unless kaya nyo skip nyo yung problem number 5A, no? Skip nyo yung problem number 5A sa problem solving, okay? Skip nyo yun. Kasi kailangan ng momentum nun. So, skip nyo na lang. Kala ko siya discuss nyo na yun. Challenge problem naman yun. Okay? Sige. Go, 30 minutes. Tapos discuss ko ulit in this way. Kasi kaya naman siya. Good job. Ayan. Second to the last problem set. Ito, last one. Kung papansin nyo, yung mga una ko nagawa, ang dadali nila, di ba? Hindi siya masyadong mahirap. Kasi bago pa lang ako sa industry na to. Yun, I got to improve my problem choices as we went over the program. Okay, let's check. Tama ka sa... Teka, let's see A, C, D, number 2, C, number 3, C. Mo, can you show me your solution for number 3, letter A sa problem solving? Number 3, letter A, problem solving. Parang may mali eh. Kasi sa akin, ang ganda ng sagot. Ito, number 4, 9. Tsaka yung number 4 na rin, tsaka yung number 4 na rin, Mo. Sorry Number 4. I'll tell you your score mamaya. Hey guys, 15 minutes. Paano gawin yung iba? Sige, it's fine. If nalimutan nyo na, it's fine. Sige, we'll discuss in 15 minutes. Pero, For the meantime, Megan, tingnan mo dyan sa recap. It's all there, no? Nandyan yung mga formula. It's fine, it's fine. Wait lang, ha? Okay, sige. Four over 12. 5. Huh? 12. So it seems na nalimutan nyo na. Let's start in 5 minutes. No? I think there's no point naman if papahabain pa natin. I will para ma-review natin na mabuti. No? Sige, let's start in 5 minutes. Fridge velocity. Ayun, so Mo, conservation, no? Conservation. Pag-isipan mo ulit na mabuti. Nandyan ka na eh. No? Nandyan ka na. Conservation, no? Si number 4 mo, yun na lang, no? Kasi, tama naman yung, basta may mali, somewhere. Sige. Let's start in 3 minutes. Sige na, I won't check na. Hintayin na lang yung ano ko mamaya. Yung answer ko mamaya, no? Sige, break muna ako. Sige, I'll take a look at your answers before we discuss. Sige, para okay lang. For some, I think most sa number 4, nagkamali ka ng plug-in somewhere, no? Tingin ko lang. Tingnan mo yung sagot ko mamaya. Sa 3, yes, no? Yes, tama. Number 2. Sige na, let's just discuss. Ito sabihin nyo sa akin pag may mali akong ginagawa. Okay, game. Let's discuss. No? Okay, game. Sa Simple Harmonic Motion. Number 1. Naalala niyo yung... sige, look at my slides. No? Look at my slides. Teka lang, ha? Look. Nalala nyo to? Di ba? Pag nasa gitna siya, wala siyang acceleration. Okay? Always remember that. Pag nasa gitna siya, wala siyang acceleration. Pag anywhere, pag nasa amplitude siya, yun yung max acceleration. Pero hindi siya gumagalaw nun. Okay? Always remember that. So, yun. Dapat A, C, and D lang yung tama. Letter B, hindi pwede yan. Kasi pag 0 yung velocity, doon pinakamalakas yung acceleration, no? Always remember that, ha? Kasi, di ba, A max equals, acceleration equals force over mass equals kx over m, di ba? Doon pinakamalakas sa dulo yung acceleration, no? Next, number 2. Dali lang to. Number 2. Look, ha? Number 2. Diba? For pendulum, F equals 1 over 2 pi square root of G over L. Pag binago yung angle, super liit lang, diba? Kasi, super liit lang ng pagbabago. Kaya nga tayo may small angle approximation, eh. Letter C. The same or very quite close to it, no? Magbabago yun na sobra kapag more than 15 degrees na yung angle mo. Okay, number 3. F equals, for spring, F equals 1 over 2 pi square root of K over M, di ba? To half it, kailangan times 4 to. Letter C. Next. Number 4. Oscillating mass has frequency 1.25 Hz. It makes 100 oscillations in, 1.25 cycle per second. Pag kinuha natin yung period, it's 0.8 seconds per cycle, di ba? So, we just times 100 kasi 100 oscillations. 80 seconds. 100 oscillations in 80 seconds, no? Next, number 5. Ito madali lang to. Sa grade 12, you will know more about this, no? Diba ang F equals negative kx, no? As long as anything that looks like this may constant, tapos merong variable for displacement, walang exponent, positive to, harmonic motion yon, simple harmonic motion. So, ang sagot ay letter B and D only. So, number 5, letter E yung sagot, B and D. Kasi, yung letter C, positive. Yung letter A, may squared. So, bawal yon. Number 6, T equals 2 pi square root of L over G. Ganun ulit, no? The same lang. Kasi, kita naman natin, super small or halos no effect ang angle sa period, no? Ay, sorry. Teka, let me read again. To the top of a mountain. Sea level, Pag sinabi natin sea level, yung sa ilalim ng sea. Okay? And alam naman natin sa Earth, the farther it is, pag nasa super high distance, the lesser the acceleration of G, no? So, T equals 2 pi square root of L over G. Bababa to. So, at higher heights, G becomes smaller. Okay? Dapat letter A. Slightly slower. Sigurado yan. No? Sigurado yan. Next, number 7. T equals 2 pi square root of M over K. Diba? For a spring. Double the period times 4. Sa mass. 4M. Next, letter number 8. Puro, lang pala ito sa formula eh. Frequency. Diba? To increase the frequency, kailangan natin paliitin si M, no? Yun na yung pwedeng gawin dito. Yung amplitude, di naman kasama sa formula. Yung K, liliit yung frequency. So, dapat letter ano to? Spring siya, Hindi siya pendulum. Spring siya. Okay, spring siya. Okay, sige. Next. Number 8. So, dapat letter B. Decrease the mass, no? Decrease the mass. Okay. Next, number 9. Spring with a force constant K is stretched by a distance of 0.2 meters. How many joules of potential energy are stored in the spring? Potential equals 1/2 K x squared, no? 1/2 times 500 times 0.2 square meters. We'll get around 10 joules, no? 10 joules. And lastly, for number 10, angle daw, angle. No theta. So, letter E. Same. If you want a very good explanation kung bakit lang nangyari, panoorin niyo yung video na pinost ko sa Google Classroom. Maganda yun. Nakita ko lang sa YouTube yun a few weeks ago, no? Okay, itong number 2. Ako, ewan ko pero this is how I see the graph, no? As I see the graph, ang period, basta ako, this is how I count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see the period as 0.8, no? I see the period as 0.8. Hindi 0.75. I see it as 0.8 ako, personally. Kasi walong count Hindi rin malinaw yung graph, no? Basta ako, I see, sa number 1, T equals 0.8, no? Letter B, F equals 1 over T equals to 1.25 hertz. Letter C, amplitude. Kitang-kita naman, 3 cm, no? 3 cm. Letter D, basta this is how I see the graph, Ako. Personally, that's how I see it. Letter D, how much time does it take the oscillation to reach its amplitude? Get to 1/4, di ba? T over 4, 0.20 seconds. Letter E, force constant of the spring. Meron tayong frequency, di ba? O kahit yung period. O, F equals 1 over 2 pi square root of K over M, di ba? Solve for K, 2 pi F squared M. If we get that, we'll get 148 newtons per meter. Siguro naman, alam nyo to kasi ilang beses na tayong tumitingin ng graph na ganito. No? Okay, sige, next. Letter number 2. You pull a pendulum point 255 meters with an angle of 3.5 degrees. Let's draw the figure. Oh. Teka lang ha. Okay, let's see. Teka. Ikausapin lang ako. Okay, oh. Look at this. Oh, how much time does it take the bulb to reach its highest speed? Ito yan, di ba? Dito sa pinakababa. Let's just get yung period. Diba? Pinakamataas siya dito. For the first time daw. For the first time. T equals T over 4. 1/4 lang yan, diba? 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Diba? So, get the period. 1/4. 2 pi square root of L over G. Doing that, momentum. Okay, sige, tama. 0.255 over 9.8. 0.2533 seconds. Yan, no? Yan. Next, letter C. Ganun pa rin, no? Ganun pa rin kasi angle is independent of period. Next, letter D. Period and frequency of this oscillation. Multiply this by 4. Diba? Kasi yun na, ginawa na natin eh. 1.01 seconds. Tapos, F equals 1 over T. No? We will get 0.99 Hertz. Next, number 3. Crash landing daw. Crash landing. Okay. Oh. Mm. 4 cm, no? Oh, what is the spring stiffness constant? What is K? Use conservation of energy. Diba? Kinetic energy equals potential energy. Ito yung max eh. Ito yung max, diba? 4 meters daw. 4 meters. Solve for K. Pansin nyo ko, hindi ko ginamit yung mga formula na binigay ko sa inyo kanina. Pati lang conservation, no? Equals to 950 times 625. Kasi 25 meters per second. Confirm na kung tama ginagawa ko, no? Basta, this is what I think is correct. 16 equals to 37,109.375 newtons per meter, or simply 37,000 newtons per meter, no? For sig figs. Next, letter B. Oh, how long is the car in the contact with the spring before it bounces in the opposite direction? Kung isipin natin, technically, guys, diba, nag-bounce back siya. That's T over 4. Diba, pagdating niya sa equilibrium ulit, wala na yon. T over 4 lang yon. So, bale, compress, alis. So, T over 2. Get 1/2 the period. T equals 1/2. 2 pi square root of M over K. No? 1/2 times 2 pi times square root of 950 over 37,109.375. You should get around 0.50 seconds, 0.5 seconds, no? Around that. Number 4, ito na yung siguro yung pinakamahaba, no? Conservation na gagamitin ko dito. Hindi ako mag-formula na binigay ko sa inyo. Kasi ang hirap alahanin eh. Calculate the amplitude of the motion. Total energy, di ba? Total na yan. Equals to, kasi amplitude 1/2 kx squared, kung nasaan man yung spring ngayon, plus 1/2 mv squared, di ba? So, solve. Kahit isolve function nyo na to sa calculus, ito na yung nalabas dyan. Hindi ko na pa-plug in isa-isa yung value, ha? Dapat ito makuha natin. Next, letter B, maximum speed of the object. Ganun ulit. Conservation of energy. Max speed, di ba? Look at the extremes. Look at the dulo, tsaka yung gitna, equilibrium, di ba? Kasi sa gitna, yun yung max speed, sa dulo, yun yung amplitude. Vmax equals A square root of K over M. Actually, binigay ko pala to sa inyo, no? Dapat makuha nyo, it's 0.59 meters per second. Next, letter C, the total mechanical energy. Dalawa yung pwedeng path dyan, guys. Diba, total mechanical energy is the same anywhere. You can use 1/2 Ka squared or kaya 1/2 mv max squared. Pero ako, pabibo ko, I'll use yung given dyan para wala na akong calculating na iba. 1/2 mv squared plus yung unang-una, 1/2 Kx squared. 1/2 times 2.7 times yung velocity, 0.55 plus 1/2 times K, which is 310 times the position, 0.020 meters squared. That is equal to, let's see, try ko ulit, 0.5 times 2.7 times 0.55 squared plus 0.5 times 310 times 0.02 squared. Yan, 0.40, 375 joules, no? Or 0.470 joules. Bagal lang kasi siya, no? Next, letter D. Calculate the period and frequency of the motion. Tsaka kasi maliit lang yung mass, no? Siya masyado mabigat. Kaya halos walang nararamdaman. F equals 1 over 2 pi square root of m over k square root ng 2.7 over 310 0.015 hertz, no? Then get T 1 over F 67 seconds, no? That's what I got. And I'm quite sure of that. Okay? Sige, next. Number 5. Skip natin yung A kasi may momentum yan eh. Pero sige, just for the sake of it. O, kung gusto lang malaman, baka i-discuss nyo to sa bridging program yan, no? M1V1, hindi kayo pwede gumamit ng conservation of energy. Bakit? Kasi hindi pa natin di-discuss, no? Inelastic collision siya. Sabihin, dumikit yung bullet sa loob ng block, no? So, bawal yon. Ito yung hinahanap natin velocity. Ito yung initial velocity sa spring, no? Next, by conservation of energy naman, 1/2 m plus m v initial, kasi may amplitude dyan given, 1/2 ka squared, no? You get v initial square root ng a square root of k over m plus m. That should give you around yan, tama yan. That should give you around 0.592 meters per second, no? Ito kailangan malaman, just for the information, no? Just for information. Next, going dito, we have our V. Over mass. We should get around 312.6 meters per second. No? Okay na to. This is advanced. You don't need to know this. Basta conservation of momentum. M1 V1 plus M2 V2. So on and so forth. No? Next time na yan. Hindi ko na tinuro sa inyo yan kasi hindi naman masyadong ginagamit yan sa grade 10. Okay, next. Pero sa grade 12 nyo, yan. Letter B. So you change in energy, or rather, yung conservation of energy, ayan, merong height to. Yun lang. So, gain starting from, dito kasi max velocity. Dito no velocity, pero maximum PE. Dito max KE, di ba? The conservation of energy, 1/2 mv max squared. Kasi velocity at the lowest point, yun yung velocity, max yun, equals mgh. Ano ba yung h? Diba this one is L? Ito ay L cosine theta. L minus L cosine theta. You get this na sa lecture natin to. Vmax equals to square root of 2gl 1 minus cosine theta. Substitute theta equals 10 degrees, you will get 0.5 meters per second. No? Okay. Before we end, nakuha naman, may tanong ba? Nakuha naman? Any questions before we end? Okay, sige. Oh, yun lang guys. That's all for physics sa buong program na to. Tomorrow, it's math naman, no? Math naman bukas. Last na rin natin yun. Tutuloy natin yung trigo prob set natin kasi mahirap yung natitira. Proving and trigonometric equations. Tapos, we'll answer yung proving part sa math problem set, no? Yung proving part doon. O sige guys, yun lang. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Tapos na tayo guys. Bye-bye. Sige. Ingat.